Alright, we're here to pick up something for testing. Alright guys, as you can see, Academy Sports has, in my opinion, one of the largest cooler selections of any store around. Here's the cooler that I'm going to be looking at today, guys. It's the Igloo BMX 72 quart. It's a great looking cooler. As you can see though, they have many coolers in the same size range. They got Yeti, Magellan, Igloo, Coleman, a bunch of different brands. And I'm going to be doing a test on this Igloo. Alright guys, let's see if it passes the Forerunner test. Oh yeah, fits in there nicely. And it does fit in there the lengthways, so that's perfect, guys. Alright guys, got some new product here behind me that I'm going to be doing some testing on this weekend on a camping trip. Alright, this right here guys, let me pull it out here for you. Alright guys, this right here is the Igloo BMX 72 quart cooler. Alright, I'm going to go over some quick specs and we'll do a detailed interior shot to show you guys exactly what this thing looks like. Alright, I got this from Academy Sports. The cost on this is $149.99, so 150 bucks. Okay, it's a 72 quart cooler. Alright, hard-sided. Alright, it actually does have really nice rubber latches. I'm not going to say they're as good as freaking Yeti coolers, but they have very easy latches to put them in so you don't have to fight with it. Alright, it's got a place for a lock. Alright, it's got two really nice heavy duty handles. I'll go over the handles here shortly in more detail. Okay, on the top it does have a measurement, so if you're taking this fishing, it'll help you size your fish. Alright, and it does have an actual real drain plug, guys. It is tethered. And the first time I open it, so it's a little stiff. Yep, it's got the tether on it, so you're not going to lose it. Alright, so there's that. Alright, I'm going to go over the specs with you guys real quick in case you have any questions about the sizing. Alright, the empty weight of this cooler is 18.7 pounds, so it's very light for its size. That was one of the selling points that I wanted. Okay. Let's see here, the height, bottom to top with the fold down is 16.82 inches. So this is going to be able to fit into most pickup truck beds with a tonneau cover, so it'll fit nice and snug down in there. Alright, the total width from side to side is 32.19 inches. Alright, and the depth is 17.34 inches. Okay. Alright guys, the reason why I got this, okay, my family, we haven't been camping since me and my wife were just together without kids. Once we had kids, we hadn't gone camping. We have two kids now, one's 3 and one's 1. And the cooler that this is pretty much going to be replacing on our trips is a Yeti Tundra 35. Alright, I love my Yeti. However, that small 35 Tundra Yeti, I'm pretty sure it weighs more than this empty. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to look at the specs on it, but I'm pretty sure it weighs more than this empty. Alright, and now we have two kids we have to worry about bringing supplies for. Okay, so this is why we went with this. Alright, the cooler that this was competing against, there was another Igloo that had wheels and stuff on it. That was great and all, it was more money, but it just took up way too much space. Okay, the cooler that I was thinking about getting was the Tundra 75. Okay, so it's only 3 quarts more than this cooler. Okay, now the price difference is great. That Yeti was $450, $449.99. Okay, this is $149. Granted, that Yeti was going to hold ice longer than this, but I've done some research online and saw that this holds ice for about 5 days, and the Yeti rated at like 8 days. But again, I'm only be using this for probably weekend camping trips, so 5 days is more than enough. Okay, the 75 Yeti, alright, the dimensions are very similar. Okay, the only difference is the empty weight on that 75 is 34 pounds, whereas this is 18 pounds. Okay, now I know everybody, you know, guys are big, guys are strong, whatever it is. But when you have to carry this a good distance or get it out in and out of the back of a truck or something, that weight does add up. And like I said, this 18-pound cooler is a lot lighter than that Yeti would have been. So that's going to help, especially when I fill it with enough supplies for 4 people. All right, so I'm going to do a quick close-up here shortly. All right, guys, I'm doing the close-up of the Igloo 72 BMX. Okay, like I said, nice blue rubberized handles here. All right, now inside the cooler, as you guys can see, the whole inside's gray. Okay, it does have the drain plug in there. The lid is actually tethered. Okay, so the lid is actually never going to reach the maximum of where the joints can go. Okay, that's going to help for durability in the long run, so you don't break break the hinges here for the lid. All right. Now it does see the little lip here. It does correspond to a lip up there. There is no nice rubber gasket like a Yeti has. Okay, but this is going to allow for good lockup, so you know the air is going to stay in there nice and tight. Okay. So there's that. All right. Here's front. It does have this nice fake diamond plate stuff here, guys. The Igloo letters are nice chrome looking. Okay. Now, like I said, the handles are very nice. Okay, they have a metal shaft in between. The actual hinges are molded into the actual cooler, not just bolted on. So that's going to be very good. The handle does have a real nice rubber feel to it. Okay. And in the back, okay, there is places for you can put tie downs. Okay, you can tie it down if you have it in like on a trailer, on like one of those little cargo trays. You can put a ratchet strap through there. Okay, on the back, guys, it's the same design, but there's no. This is just black diamond plate. The hinges are nice plastic with the screws. Okay. Like I said, again, here's the lid for the drain. It is tethered. Okay. There are no rubber feet on the bottom of this. There are plastic caps where they are resting, but it's not going to be actual rubber. All right, so there's that, guys. Here is a side-by-side comparison of our old family cooler, the Yeti 35, and the new 72 Igloo BMX. All right, these two items are pretty much going to be just for size comparison, what we'd bring on a normal weekend trip. Okay, I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, so they go through a lot of milk. All right, that's a gallon-sized jug of milk, and this is a 2-quart size of apple juice. All right, I'm going to put them in the coolers and show you how much room it takes up in the cooler, and you can kind of judge how big the cooler is. All right, so here's the gallon, putting that in there. All right, and then here is the 2-quart. All right, so there's that. As you can see, there's still a ton of room. I could put two 2-gallon jugs side by side in there. I know you can't tell by the angle, but you can put a second one there side by side. All right, and here's the 2 same jugs in the Yeti. Again, guys, it's not apples to apples. This is only a 35 quart. But as you can see, it does have, the Yetis do come with a nice metal tray in there, okay? But, alright, there's that. As you guys can see, the gallon jug and that take up approximately half of that 35, so there really isn't a lot of room for anything else in that 35 as far as it comes to a weekend camping trip with 4 people. Alright, some things to note when it comes to comparing something like a Yeti to something like an Igloo or other brands. As you guys can see how much thicker these side walls are. Okay. Now this Igloo, for its type and price range, it actually has really thick sides. Okay. There were some other Igloos in there that were like half the price of this. The sides are probably about half that thick. So this should be, it says 5-day ice retention, so that should be good. Also, if you guys can see that the Yetis and other rotomolded coolers, they have a nice industrial type gasket that seals up really well to the actual lid. Okay, this Igloo does not. It has a nice track system where this part goes into a track, which helps. Another cooler we had was an Igloo. The lid just literally sat flush down on the other side, and it would only last about a day, day and a half ice, okay? So that's why I decided to get this one. Also, if you see this, the Yeti lid, this part actually comes down into the cooler. In this Igloo, it actually sticks up, so it has a lot more height, okay? A 2-liter soda will not fit in the Yeti. A 2-liter soda will fit in this Igloo. I don't have any to show you, but I know it will. The lid does shut with a gallon jug on this, okay? So it's not like it's bad, it's just that this part goes down in and that helps with ice retention. Alright, it's August 9th at about 9 a.m. We're about to go on our trip, just filling this up with ice. That's everything we got. I already got 1 layer of ice down in there, but I just need to add 1 extra bag. Alright, just finished putting in that bag, filled it all the way up to the brim. What I like about this cooler, guys, is that you can lock the lid down so it doesn't have a gap or a crack when you have too much stuff in it. Alright, just got back from our camping trip. And this is the aftermath of our camping trip. All the gear we have. This main section right here was empty because our dog was in here. But as you guys can see, the Igloo is right back in there. So we're going to empty all this out and I'll show you if we got ice left. Alright, just got enough room in the back of the old van here. Move the cooler down onto the ground. I'm going to show you how much ice I still got left. Alright guys, here's inside the cooler. As you can see, there's still a ton of stuff in here. Everything in here is still cold. Must see if there's any ice left, but everything is still very cold. I'm not really seeing any ice, guys, but I think what the problem was is I had way too much stuff for the ratio to ice. I had all this stuff in here and I only put 1 bag of ice in there. But like I said, if you can see this Gatorade, it's still ice cold, still has frost on it. Everything in here is still really chilled, so I'm not too worried about it. But alright guys, that's what I got. Alright, another thing of concern for some people is the drain plug. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see, but there's just a little bitty bit of condensation, okay, on the drain plug. But it never dripped a single drip out of that drain plug the whole time we were using it, guys, for the whole weekend. But anyways, I gotta let the water out of the cooler, so here we go. Yeah, try not to get the camera wet. Alright, we're down to the final part of the video, okay? It's getting a G-score. Here's our scientific dry erase board. F stands for features, C stands for construction, AV stands for availability, ice, obviously how long the ice lasts, and the value. Alright, the features, guys. G reviews is assessing the features on this particular cooler, a 5. Alright, for a cooler of this price point, made by Igloo, it's got great features, okay? It's got everything my Yeti has, and it actually has more. It's even got a nice you know, tethered drain plug and everything, okay? The construction of it, alright, the construction of this, I'm assessing it at a 4 out of 5, okay? It is constructed well, okay? There are a few parts that I wish they would have done a little bit more into. The hinges on the door itself, they are plastic, alright? It does have, I did show you in the video prior, it does have the nice little steel lanyard that goes from the body to the lid, so it doesn't actually open all the way. But I could see the plastic hinges being a little bit of a problem maybe down the road. Alright, the availability, that's getting a 3, guys. Alright, I did have to look quite a few places to actually find this cooler. The BMX series line with Igloo, they sell them quite a few places. The 72 quart, however, the only places I was able to find it was on Amazon and at Academy Sports. They didn't sell it at Walmart, Dick's Sporting Goods, any of those other places. So it's the only place I could get it. Alright guys, the ice, okay, the ice retention portion of this, alright, it's rated at 5 from Igloo, okay. I had it on a weekend trip. I came back from my trip and there was no ice in the cooler, okay. I know that sounds bad, however, all the ice reviews you see online and the rating itself, there's not really a standard ice retention test across the boards. Pretty much what most manufacturers will do is they'll fill it to the top with ice, nothing in it besides maybe 1 or 2 bottles of water, and they'll open it maybe 3 times a day. Okay, that right there, yes, it is standardized, sort of. However, in real world use, it's not going to happen like that, guys. My cooler was opened, I'd say like 50 times a day, and sometimes one time it was actually left open for like a good 30 minutes. And I got home and my stuff was still chilled. Okay, so ice on this, guys, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. All right, as far as it comes to value, all right, this cooler falls right in the middle. Okay, you can go out and you can get a styrofoam 70 quart cooler. You can go out and get a $30 Igloo 70 quart cooler. You can go and get a Yeti 5 quart for $450. Okay, this cooler was 150 bucks, so it falls right in line with it. So for everything up here, guys, the value is going to get a 4 out of 5. All right, so let's add it all up. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, guys. It is a 20. 20 out of 25. All right. That is a great score, guys. G Reviews recommends the cooler. 2 thumbs up. If you guys like the channel and like this video, please like and subscribe, and it helps us out a lot. Have a great weekend. Bye.